Hello and welcome back to the Motorhome review channel. Today I'm at Preston Caravans and Motorhomes in the northwest of England and I'm here to review this. This is the Chausson S697 compact, low profile, semi-integrated motorhome, and this is the Sport Line trim. Now Chausson are a French manufacturer and the Sport Line really does have quite a striking finish, and for the price point I can see why this is a popular motorhome. Now in the S range there's actually three different layouts and we're looking, as I say, at the 697. So let's go through our facts and figures and find out a bit more about it. So the S697, as I say, it is a compact motorhome. Now the smallest in the range is 5 metres and 99 centimetres. The 697 is a little bit longer. It's 6 metres and 59 centimetres long. Now because it's a compact width motorhome, we'll find the total width here is 2 metres and 10 centimetres, and you can see that if you come down the side of the motorhome. You'll see that the body of the coach built motorhome is almost completely in line with the cab. You'll also notice that the wing mirrors are much closer to the cab. We don't have the long extension, and I'll show you the difference here in the standard semi-integrated Chausson. You can see here the extension on those wing mirrors and how the body comes from the cab. So that's a really good way to actually see it and understand how that compact width can make a difference. If you're considering a camper van, then sometimes a compact motorhome like this could be a good alternative. Another good thing is this is a 3.5 ton motorhome. You can drive this on your standard car licence and you're going to get a really good payload of around 700 kilos. And price at the moment at Preston's, this is priced at just under £70,000. It's actually reduced from £77,000, so a real saving on these at the moment. And this is a 2026 model. So what do we need to know? So this one here has a number of packs on it as well, and I'll go through those as we go around. Now the Sport Line has the matte grey paintwork finish. It's also got the Ford Trail front here. Based on the Ford, a 2-litre diesel engine, and this one at Preston's has the automatic transmission and 165 horsepower. To complement the grey, we've got neon green. You will not miss this. You'll also see it up there on the cab and then the Chausson badge as well. You'll see as well the S697, embossed here, and then we've got our low level lights. Let's head off down the off side. So this one here is fitted with the gloss black alloy wheels. This one also has one of the accessory packs. So on the roof, it has a 140 watt solar panel. It's also going to come with the awning as part of the pack and a fly screen. The habitation door is on the off side because it is a European manufactured motorhome. Here we have our gas locker. I'll just open this up. It does have stuff in it at the moment, but this is normally where your gas cylinders would go. Now the bodywork on the Sport Line S range, it is white finish, but then with the graphics or the decals in the green finish and the black, and then the neon green continuing down. There is an awning light, the vents for the under-counter fridge and freezer. This one is fitted with the external gas barbecue point. Continuing down, we then have our garage. Now the garage space is a good space. There's a door to the near side and the off side. If I open that, there's a light in here as well, and you can see good height, good width, really good size garage. The one thing to consider though is it is quite high from the ground, so if you're lifting heavier items, just consider that. There is also in here cushions for the bed to make up. There's also the table for inside. That's not made up inside, that's in here. And there is a thermal screen because this one here at Preston's is fitted with the Arctic pack. In the Arctic pack, you will get the enhanced diesel heating, which I'll talk about soon, underfloor heating, and that thermal screen. You're also going to get heated and insulated freshwater tanks and the grey tank as well. Now at the rear, there's the high level brake light. As we come down the white back end, Chausson You have got pre-installation for a bike rack if you wanted to add that. Personally, I'd use your garage, it's safer as well, but you can add them there. There is fitted as part of one of the packs a rear view camera, and then the retro lights and this black gloss strip with Sport Line here as well. Let's venture down the near side. So here we have the garage door on this side, the vent here for the diesel heating. It comes standard with diesel heating, but on the Arctic pack you will get the enhanced version of that. There's an external cold water shower. This is our cassette for the toilet, our electric hookup point, and then in here access to the fresh water tank. You have a fresh water tank and a grey waste on board, and then our diesel filler here, and then we're back to the matte grey cab, the Trail logo and the frontage there. Lovely. Right, come on, let's venture around, go inside and take a look inside this motorhome. So opening the door, now I say price point just under £70,000. You'll see there's no window in the door. You do find that sometimes as you start going down in terms of price point, but there are hooks for coats, and then you will get the fly screen. That's part of the accessory pack. As I go in, now I'll let you venture forward into the Ford cab first of all. So up here you have the automatic transmission, the multifunctional steering wheel, digital dash there. There is the blind in the windscreen and also on the side windows, and you do get that external thermal blind in the Arctic pack. There is nice shelf area above and a sunroof as well. Now this motorhome, it's well under 7 metres, as I say, so we've got to look at our layout. It has 2 travel seats at the front and it has 2 travel seats here. These seats do both swivel round, so you can turn them round to use the dining area. So forward facing bench seat, the table that was in the garage, that does fit here so you can sit and eat. This is a 2-berth motorhome, but there is the option to have a cushion to turn this into a bed as well, a single bed, making it a 3-berth. Nice side window here, fly screen, blinds, and these little nets as well. You may wonder what's above me. Here we've got the gas oven. This is common on a number of Chausson layouts. So if I stand up, they do make sure they include one because, as you'll know, many UK buyers do want the oven, but there isn't always place to put it in the kitchen on European motorhomes. So we have that here. If I open this up, this works on gas. And if I close that up, you will just have to be careful because I've said this before when I've reviewed them. It does have quite a high height to it, so just be careful when you're getting things out. When you're wanting to use it, say, as a dining room, you can turn the seats, otherwise leave them as they are. There's also a small bench seat here, which is quite nice. And then you've also got under here a little bit of storage, and you can also use this flap as well. You'll notice the curtains. So the curtains are here for privacy and also for insulation. It does stop the cooler air coming through from the cab. On the off side, we have here a 12-volt socket and a plug socket, and then there's a shelf with the bands and a little bit of storage here. Headroom above me, the white ceiling, lighting dotted around, a nice sunroof here. Again, it does open, there's a blind and a fly screen, and in the lounge here we have a storage cupboard. It's got this black textured finish, and then if I open this up, what I do like is we've got strong clasps. The cupboard goes in a nice way. It's a good sized cupboard, and it's got the wood effect backboard. It's not just a white wall, so that's nice. Under there is a downlighter, and there's a USB charging point in there as well. I'll just move this way and we'll venture through to our kitchen space. Now, we came in through the habitation door. The control panel for the motorhome is here, and on this offside is the kitchen. There is the worktop extension flap, so that's nice to see. And then we go into the kitchen itself. So in here, there's a limited amount of worktop space, but you have got the flap, and you've also got that little side area and the table as well in the dining room. Black tap, it's in the matte finish. Rectangular sink, and it's quite a good rectangular sink, good amount of depth to it. And under here just 2 gas burners. It's nice to see that they haven't overdone the gas burners and taken too much space on the worktop. Good sized kitchen window, and that does open. There's a blind and a fly screen. On the Chausson, it does have the plastic finish on the blinds. As I always say, that is pretty common on European motorhomes as opposed to concertinas. They use the plastic. In here we have our cupboard space. If I open these up, that one and that one. Now, what I quite like is they haven't got a shelf in, so you do have the full height and depth of the cupboard space, so you don't have to worry about those taller items. Put these back down, and then let's make our way down here. There is a plug here, so you can put your kettle or toaster or coffee machine to plug in there. USB and USB Type-C charging point. And then under here we have the pull-out drawer with the cutlery tray, and again the wood finish, so that's nice to see. They are soft close. Open this up, we have some shelving there below the sink area. Close that, and then coming across we have our under counter fridge with freezer compartment. It's around an 87 litre capacity, and this will run on electric hookup, and when you're off grid it's going to run off gas. Coming along, there's little features like this. You can just see the S for the Sport Line embossed on there. So that is our kitchen area, and that then feeds into the bedroom space. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the washroom on the way back. So this motorhome has longitudinal beds or single beds running straight down the motorhome itself. Let me just climb up. Now, sitting on the bed, you'll notice the height is limited here, so that is something to consider. The good thing is though, you get more height within the garage, so that's why that has been done like that. With the longitudinal beds, we've got a good length. We've got 198 centimetres long and 82 centimetres wide, and 193 centimetres long and 82 centimetres wide. You can also, if I just step down, make this into a large double bed. You'll see there is a wooden section there that lifts up, slots out here, and then we use this cushion to make the double bed. Totally up to you whether you make it up like that or not. I've had the longitudinal beds, and I'll be honest, I never made it into a double bed. Storage though, there is some storage under here, and then there's also further storage as well under the step here, and this is a nice depth to it. I'll just open that up for you, and you can see in there, so good depth storage compartment under that step. Now coming back, I'll dive back up onto the beds. At the back here we have these downlighters. There's one here on the off side and one on the near side, and they have USB charging points. Then there's 2 storage lockers above the bed. They're not overly long here. If I just put my hand in, you can see it's literally my hand in terms of the depth. You will get stuff in there, but if you're hoping to put a load of clothes in, you're probably going to be disappointed. The good thing as well though is, although the beds are high, the lockers are quite high as well, so you do have plenty of headroom still there. Shelving, there's these little shelves, and they've got the elastic bands running round. There is a sunroof here that does open. There's a blind and a fly screen. A window on the near side as well, and that continues down here with the shelving, and then the matte black lights as well. There is a privacy curtain, which is just here. You slide this across, and that's going to separate this area. One thing I do say with these is, because of the length, I'll just show you, when you slide across, people can still see under here. So if you're planning to get changed, I might be talking from experience, if you're planning to get changed with your little curtain drawn, just remember, everybody can still see your bottom half. Right, under here, there is storage for clothing under the bed. You can see that wardrobe space, the shelving, those little hooks down there. Knowing Chausson, those will be there to put your shoes on, upside down. Controls there for the water tank, just in case you're wondering what that is. And then under the offside bed, we've got storage as well, and the same little shoe hangers too. So that's your storage for clothing. So in terms of the bedroom space, I just drop down. What I'd say is, because of the length of the motorhome at 6.59 meters, I feel these are a good length bed. There is a little bit of limited headroom when you're sat on the bed, as you saw from me sat on there, and I'm not tall, but we've got a nice amount of storage under the beds and in this staircase as well. Let me now step down and we'll look at this all-in-one washroom on the near side. There is a screen which is going to slide round here for privacy, so you can fully enclose this area. Let's make a start in this corner. So in that far corner there is a cabinet. I'll open that shortly. That leads down to the Thetford swivel toilet. We've also got this good sized sink. There is a chrome tap. Now, Chausson seem to be doing this for 2026. You've got matte black in the kitchen, and then we seem to have chrome as we go somewhere else. Stepping in, this is a fabulous mirror though. It's obviously an all-in-one washroom, great big mirror, lighting above. There is a sunroof as well. We come down, and what I like is there's somewhere here to put toiletries, your toothbrushes, whatever it might be. And I feel like I've got space to use this little room. Shelving, there is no bar. At this price point, I'm not massively disappointed it's not there. Obviously, I always like to see that. I also do like that the wood trim is continuing in the cabinet. It's not just plain and white. Close that up. So that's this space. I'm just going to turn here a second. The Thetford toilet will turn. So the good thing is you are going to be able to obviously sit on the loo and close the screen around you. There's also up here a bar, which I'll just pull down. That's to hang wet towels on. And then, as I say, that sunroof above. Now, when you want to use this as a shower, here there is a little clasp. What we're going to do is push that in and slide this across. I will just have to step out. That's going to slide all the way across. There's a little stopper and it stops there of its own accord. And now we find the shower. Once again, we've got the chrome, but you can see a really good amount of headroom. And then coming through, now here there is some intrusion here. You can put your shower gels and bits and pieces there, but there seems to be plenty of room here. There's 2 plug holes in the floor, and the good thing about this is once you've showered in here, yes, some water will come down there, but you haven't then got to mop all the walls on the other side. So for the size of the motorhome, this is actually a good shower room space. Let me close that up. So that's our shower. And then, as you can see there, it's just clicked back into its place. So yeah, that isn't a compromise. You might look at it and think it looks like a compromise, but for the size of the motorhome, I'd say that isn't a compromise. And then coming in back as we go through to our kitchen area. And one thing you have to remember is this motorhome, it's a compact width. It's 2.10 meters. You've lost a minimum of 20 centimeters width on a standard low profile motorhome. So it will feel more compact internally. So always consider that when you're looking at these motorhomes. But equally, for me, you do get more space than you would in a camper van or panel van. So our kitchen area, and then our front with our bench seat to sit on. If I just swivel the chair around, you can get it'll come all the way around, but it gives you an idea of using it as the dining room space. The Chausson embossed on here, and it's always nice to see the fabric on the armrests on this level of motorhome. So there we go, but it's light and bright in here. I think the light wood really does help. Right, let me dive out. So in terms of the the compact range from Chausson, 3 layouts altogether, starting at 5 meters and 99 centimeters. This one at 6 meters and 59 centimeters. They're all 3.5 tons with a really good payload. Based on Ford, this one here at Preston's has got a number of packs on it. This is pretty well spec'd. I'm going to put a link in the description to Chausson so you can have a look at all the motorhomes that they do. I'll also put a link to Preston's Caravans and Motorhomes so you can see the models that they've got in stock and explore the full range of motorhomes that they have here, because they do have the manufacturers on site, so you can have a look. But yeah, for just under £70,000, I must say, it is quite a striking appearance at that price point. Let me know in the comments what you think to this one. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.